Welcome back to the channel. This is the first video in what might become a series in a little segment I might call Fun in the Comments. So I get lots of different comments in response to my videos. Lots of them are gratitude from you guys watching, and I'm humbly grateful for all of your comments of thanks. But every now and again I get some comments which I find comical, interesting, and I'd like to share some of them with you just in case you've missed some of them, and to give you my instant thoughts that I had either at the time or right now. So here we go. The first one that I noted down some time ago was, "You're not a legal expert," spelt Y-O-U-R, which is obviously wrong. Now I found this one interesting because whilst I have never and would never brag about being a barrister or a legal expert or anything like that, I am quite literally a qualified legal professional. So for someone to respond to my videos to say, "You're not a legal expert," I found it a little bit comical and a little bit odd. It is literally what I do as a profession, and people pay me hundreds of pounds an hour for my advice. So I found that one quite funny. The next comment comes in a variety of forms, but generally includes words along the lines of, "You swore an oath to the system, so you won't defend us or the truth." Now again, I find this a little bit odd. We don't swear any kind of oath to the system or the court or Her Majesty the Queen or anything else for that matter. What we do is we have to comply with a code of conduct, which is set out in what we call a handbook, which is devised by our regulator. And within it, there are lots of different rules on things that we can do, things that we can't do, how we must act, how we must not act, when we must take a case, when we must not take a case, when we must refuse a case, when we must return a case, which means we've already started it, but then we say we have to give it back, and rules about what we can say in court, rules about what we can't say in court. For example, we cannot ask questions of a witness which are purely designed to intimidate that witness or demean that witness, or to upset that witness or annoy that witness, unless of course it serves a genuine purpose in our questioning routine of that witness in respect of the evidence. But as to swearing an oath, like some kind of allegiance to the crown or the court system, no, that's not what we do, and that's not how it works. The next comment/question also comes in a variety of different forms, but it's normally broadly seeking free advice. But the best one that I came across yet was an email asking a list of different legal questions, to which our clerks responded to say, "You can book time to discuss all of these things, but obviously it will be a formal instruction because it would amount to formal legal advice." An email came back along the lines of, "No, that's not correct. The YouTube channel says that it provides free legal advice," which obviously it doesn't. My about page on the YouTube channel does say this channel provides you with free legal guidance and explains different aspects of law, legal principles and procedures. But it also says quite clearly underneath, this channel is not a replacement for formal legal advice, nor should it be taken as such. My videos will not solve all your problems, but they'll help you to understand more about the law so that you're in a better position. And as I often say in my videos, and I say on my about page, for formal legal advice, contact my clerks at this address. I've never advertised this fact, I've never pushed this fact, but obviously if people do want legal advice, and some people have come to me formally to instruct me for formal legal advice. But in this case, this one email was insisting that I should be providing free advice to everybody on demand because my channel said so, even though it didn't. Another quite comical comment I had to one of my videos the other day was, "3 videos in one day? Is this now your full-time job?" Well, the videos were 3 or 4 minutes long, which took obviously 3 or 4 minutes to film, and probably 2 or 3 minutes to edit, export, upload, and so on. So maybe it took half an hour, which I squeeze in throughout the day whenever I can. My only response to that was, 3 or 4 videos times 3 or 4 minutes as a full-time job, wouldn't that be nice? Another comment that comes in various different forms is, "Law? Don't you mean legislation?" Well, legislation is law, and I've done several videos on this, and we go back and forth on this topic about how legislation is primary law in the United Kingdom, and it's enacted by Parliament, and the Westminster Parliament is the supreme lawmaking body which creates acts of Parliament, which is law. And many people refer to common law, thinking that that's the real law and acts of Parliament are not law. But common law is generally the decisions made by courts, which is the interpretation of law, and an interpretation on how a given law should be applied to a given set set of facts. Another quite odd comment that I had just yesterday actually wasn't on one of my YouTube videos. It was on a Facebook direct message, which was originally asking to pay me for editorial rights on a Facebook group that I run, which is Easy Chinese Cooking, which has got almost 700,000 members, by the way. My response to that was that it's against Facebook rules to sell admin or editorial rights, because it is. Well, the comical comment that came back was, "Are you that Barrister guy on YouTube now acting in bad faith?" And I thought, how strange, acting in bad faith by telling you what the rules are and why I'm not going to accede to your request to pay me for editorial rights. No, I'm just not going to do that. So anyway, those were a few of the interesting comments that I get along these videos, which I just felt like coming back to you on a video with some instant reactions and thoughts to. Like this video and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this and more reactions to these comments. And as always, thank you for watching.